other selves that are part of the self, but not the main self, take a back seat
Deeply
to that
Lost,
self.
coming up next.
Something like that.
Hey, Mom, remember the time we talked and remember a long time ago with that guy at Eddie's Bimbo room threw up in my guitar? Remember how awful it was getting out of the strings? Anyway, we both agreed that was the low point of my career. Well, I got a new low for you, Mom. They did this whole thing where I had to tour the city with a gun at my head.
Hi, you know, we're in San Francisco, and they wanted me to show you, like, the Golden Gate Bridge and the cable cars and all that kind of stupid stuff. And there's just no way. Now that I'm here and I think about it, it's been done so much. I mean, I'm not going to do it. There's no way they can make me do it. What, are they going to put a gun to my head to do this thing? The Golden Gate Bridge, ladies and gentlemen, the entrance to a city of light, a city of magic. San Francisco, that beautiful city by the bay. Took 2 years to build. 700 men working night and day for 2 years. Can you imagine that?
The marina, home to fishermen, gateway to the city of paradise, San Francisco, and also the place where the fishermen bring you that tasty cod, which we're so famous for. Right now I could go for a piece of that cod. Maybe little cod fingers, fingerettes, I think they call them. And in the background we can see the beautiful San Francisco Bay Bridge. Or is that the Golden Gate? Every day, over 60,000 cars pass over the bridge in every hour of the day. That ends up into over $4 million in tolls in a half an hour. You do the math. Alcatraz Island. This is the rock that no man ever escaped. Also, little known fact, the place they shot all the episodes of the Hollywood Squares. Now, a tourist attraction. Alcatraz Island. And you know, where's your gun? Not such a tough guy without your gun, are you? Huh? Mr. Know-It-All? Mr. Tell Me About San Francisco? Now maybe we're gonna see who's the boss of this show. I got my own little video camera in mind. Here's one for Madonna. Ooh. Here's one for that video I had to play my Prince.
But at the end they had a really great effect. It really looked like we were fighting. You could, I mean, if you were, say you were like, you know, you'd been drinking a lot and you were about 8 years old, it really looked, well, I mean, if you started off kind of dopey, it really looked like we were fighting. Really, really looked like we were fighting.
The Golden Gate Bridge.
You know what we used to do in high school, Kenny?
What?
We used to take, it's still here.
What?
You take, I don't know if you ever did this, but, yeah?
What is this?
These wires, this is a thing they built on the bridge. It's the old sway button.
What do you mean sway button?
You can make the bridge sway. They built it in here originally. Now, if I just take these wires and cross them like we used to.
How's that happen?
Yeah, look at that. Oh! Jeez! Run! Run for your lives! Oh, wait a sec, let me...
Well, you got to turn it off, for Christ's sakes. It's getting out of that car and that man's on the bridge.
I'm not responsible for crying out loud. I'm a musician, not an electrician.
Get out of here. Let's get out of here. I don't want to be...
Hey, wait a sec. I'm going to write Prince's name here.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hi, I'm Chris Isaak. I live and I work in San Francisco. But sometimes, when I just want to get away from it all, when I want a little tranquility, I come out here by the ocean. The whitecaps, sound of the waves, lets me unwind. It reminds me of the time I was...
The marina.
It's my reflection. It reminds me of the time I was out at the marina. The wind, the sun. Gosh, this reminds me of the time I was out there at the Golden Gate Bridge. It wasn't so long ago. Yeah, it's so good to be out here. Kind of unwind. Kind of let that self that sometimes gets lost in all the hubbub and the hoorah, the glitter and the glamour, let that self reaffirm itself and the other selves that are part of the self, but not the main self. Take a back seat to that self. something like that. Anyway, it's good to be out here and unwind. When it's peaceful like this, it kind of reminds me of the time I was at Fisherman's Wharf. San Francisco. The sound of the seafood, the smell of the gulls, plenty of validated parking. You know, this doesn't remind me of the time I was on the Golden Gate, though. This reminds me of the time I was on a trolley car. You know, sitting on this cable car reminds me of the time I was with the 4 Gladalingo sisters. Yeah, they were drunk out of their minds, but I guess, well, that's something you can't show on TV. It reminds me of the time... Take the wheel, Kenny. It reminds me of the time... Just want to be safe. Sometimes I say that and I just...
Oh, okay.
A lot of times I just say that and I just take off out of the picture.
Oh.
Look at that ocean. It reminds me of the time I was a little closer to the ocean. Pretty neat. You know, being here by the beach, this kind of reminds me of the time that I was at Fifi's place. She was taking a shower and she'd had a couple of drinks. Yeah, it reminds me of that a lot. It reminds me of the time. Reminds me of the time.
Oh, Fifi, my little Fifi. Oh, Fifi, Fifi, my little Fifi.
Yeah, Mom, it was the old Fifi gag. They cut to black. They didn't really even have the money to hire a girl. I had to, you know, kiss my hand and stuff. And it's bad TV, Mom. But the guy who made the whole thing kept telling me, they'll never notice. They'll never notice. We even did the bad stuff. The beach reflection scenes. I'm ashamed to say it, but it's true. Sometimes, even now, I wake up at night screaming, and I can see it as though it's happening all again. Being here on the beach, part of nature, well, not part of nature, and yet in nature. At one with nature, as it were, and yet not at oneness. I think it was Frank Sinatra, or maybe Kahlil Gibran, who said, "Hold him down, and I'll slug him." I'm not sure it was... But anyway, being part of nature for me is such an important thing, and... Are you guys following this? Can we get the camera over here? I mean... Trevor? Then when we ran out of real gags to do, they started me doing a lot of gags with old footage. Yeah, that's right. They said it wasn't in the budget to shoot real footage. We just didn't have the loot. I told them Richard Roundtree doesn't do this kind of thing. You think Prince does this kind of thing? Madonna? They laughed at me. Right in my face, the guy laughed. And his breath, Mom, was like, it would take the shine right off your shoes. I'm telling you, the guy was hired in the kite most of the day. There was no way out. I had to do what he said, the haircut bit.
Hi, I'm Chris Isaak. I'm here in the Haight getting my hair cut and styled. You know, haircuts and music, they're linked together. They're intrinsically together. Madonna had her own hairstyle and people copied her, and I guess Prince had his own style and they copied him. And with me, I've got my own hairstyle, and you can see people already are lined up outside there. You know, they try for that look, even though God knows they can't achieve it. It's funny, I don't know if you can get a shot of this, it's so hilarious to me. There's a guy over here, he's getting his hair cut exactly like me. Now, it may be wrong for him, you see. The shape of his face may be different. You know, everything I do, watch this, Estelle. Estelle, easy. Everything I do, he does. Watch this. Huh? Monkey see, monkey do. Am I telling you? What did I tell you? They forget there's so much more to it than just the haircut. A little off on the sides, I think.
It could have been so great if they would have just cut to one of my videos at that point, instead of dragging it on.
Or would that be a whole body graft? Hi, I'm Chris Isaak, and we're here in San Francisco in the Haight-Ashbury, my kind of town. That's right, now it's my turf. Let's go see some people playing on the street, the kind of people I like to hang out with usually. They'll probably know me. This could be kind of a big thrill for them. Let's hope this doesn't get ugly. That's what I call music. Not even a hint of Madonna or Prince in that, huh? Of course, a lot of these people learn to play by listening to my records. It's funny, isn't it, that I should be here among them. I think this is the long version of this, isn't it? Ken, is this the long version?
Yeah, it is. It's the album version.
This is the extended version. You don't often hear this, but VH1, we've got the time and the money to bring it to you. So we'll just stay with this a little while longer. God, is this going to go on forever? I thought it was ending there for a second. How much do you make on your best day out here?
About 60, 70 bucks.
Sometimes come up here, and when I get tired just hassling foreign tourists, I kind of like to go inside myself, and the best way I find is to look through one of these babies and actually get inside the picture. If you look out, you can see they've got it listed here, the Golden Gate Bridge on one corner, and Treasure Island, Palace of Fine Arts, and here's a new one. It's Susan's Home for Wayward Girls. That's number 9. I'm going to just take a look down there. Yeah. What's nice about this baby is you can even see underwater. Look at that. It's so good that people still have the willingness, the honesty to make a commitment to marriage. Yeah, Kenny, that's one thing I gotta say is there's far too little honesty left in this world.
Amen.
Hey, check it out. Some guy just dropped his wallet over here. Go over there, See if you can pick up the wallet. I'll distract his attention. Excuse me, sir. Is that the Golden Gate Bridge? I'm new here in town. Dinner's on me. First one's a little more sensitive than this album. The picture on this one, I think, shows more kind of the soft side, and this one, a little more the thinking kind of man. Of course, this one's the thinking one too.
What a view. What majesty. It takes your breath away, quite frankly.
Yeah, I know. I see it every day, though. I got a mirror in the hall, so. Oh, you're talking about the bridge, yeah. The Golden Gate Bridge, I mean, you see it once. What do you think? Which one would you say I look more presidential?
That's tough.
Dear Mr. Goldstein, as my attorney, I must inform you my contract has been nullified. We talked about the old gag going down the street. You assured me I would not have to do such gags. What with my new stature as would-be TV star. But the gag was used anyway, and they have forced me against my better judgment to go down Lombard Street. Yeah, that's right, the old Lombard Street gag.
Is it left?
You make a left? I guess so. Left. Well, it says left, okay.
All right, now how far down do I go before I make another left here, or
let's
what?
See, yeah. No, right, a right turn.
A right here?
Well, yeah, right turn. And, yeah, kind of swing around to the right. Swing around. And then, oh, I don't know. There's a fork.
Where?
Well, there's a fork in the road. See that? I guess we stay on the brick part.
You make a right or a left here if you want to go down the crooked street. This is the crooked street. That's just a driveway. Crooked driveway. All right, thanks.
Right on. They're friendly.
Did you see his eyes?
Yeah,
They're like pinholes.
I know. They're friendly here, though.
Yeah, they are.
Medicated. Then straight ahead.
Straight.
Straight ahead.
Man, this is easy to get lost in here, I'm telling you. You can spend all day in here.
I mean,
One-
fun is fun, Chris. You
Now
know.
where?
Next, we have, looks like a U-turn. Yeah, U-turn here.
U-turn?
Yeah, shoot a U. Hang a U-ey. Right here. How y'all doing? Shoot a U here.
Do we make a right here?
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Thanks. I don't know what...
They're friendly here.
Well, yeah, San Franciscans are. Those people, you could tell, they knew their way around.
All right, it says here left. Make a left, then,
I can't make a left here, can I?
Day 27.
yeah, no one's watching.
Now morale is lowest of all, Mom.
We're almost.
The director has
We're almost
gone
there.
off the deep end.
I give
He
up.
stands in a corner and babbles. He writes ideas constantly, then throws them away.
Well, they're not kidding. The crookedest street in the world. It's confusing.
Check this thing back. Check this thing. Check where we are.
I don't know.
I think
Did we go
we
wrong?
might have made a right when we should have. You know, we're going down and we should be going up, I think.
Really?
too.
Well, I don't know.
Ask these people.
Okay. Do you go right or left here? They must not be from here. They're not very friendly.
Is that it?
Oh, God. Yeah, we're at the bottom now.
Well, I feel like more of a San Franciscan now.
Boy, I do too. That was an adventure.
How about those 49ers, huh?
Oh,
Hey!
what?
How about those 49ers, huh? All right! That guy'd been drinking. You see his eyes? His eyes were like pinholes.
You'd have to have been there to believe it. An hour and a half of humor hell. You have asked me to tell you how this show business career of mine is going. VH1 is treating me like dirt. D-U-R-T, dirt. They made me do this really stupid gag with a bullhorn, making fun of our foreign neighbors.
You know, a lot of people ask me what a musician does to pay his rent in between gigs. It can be a long time. Well, I come out here and let me just show you one of my little tricks. All right, let's have our passports ready and that $5 entrance fee. That's right, a $5 entrance fee. No pesos, please. I tell you, I make enough at least here to put myself in a new Ford Cordoba every year.
Plus, Mom, that's not all. It gets worse. Hold on to your hat. There was a nice old lady, Mom. That kind of old lady that I'd like to be a pal to. Maybe like the son she never had. I could see it in her eyes. She was kind, Mom. And I'd done her wrong. I did the old photo gag. It was kind of funny, though, Mom.
I really love having a picture of me everywhere I go, and now I'll just get somebody here and take my picture. Excuse me, miss, can you take my picture in front of the bridge?
Well, I can try.
All you got to do, it's all set to go. You just push that one right there.
Push that.
That's it. Don't touch the focus button. The focus, just push that one button there, that one right there. It's all set to go. Make sure I'm in focus, though.
I can.
It should be all set to go. Is the little red switch on the side up?
I'm not seeing the right thing, I'm sure. I'm
Okay.
seeing your,
That's okay. We'll just, that little button there in the middle there, just push that little button. It'll go.
I'm only seeing you.
Is the film counter on 14?
I think you better check.
What's the f-stop?
Mom, you know I would never willingly take drugs. but I was forced
It's a kind of an art photo anyway.
several times during the filming,
Yeah, that's all right.
force-fed various narcotics, I believe,
I've been to an art school.
and various hallucinogenic drugs. You can see in some of the footage that I am not myself. I seem disoriented, babbling. That's not Chris Isaak. You know your boy.
Hi, I'm Chris Isaak. We're here at Vista Point in beautiful San Francisco, and what a view. And as beautiful as this city is, you know, it wouldn't be anything without those beautiful people who are here. So come with me now and let's talk to them about San Francisco and me. One simple question.
Yes.
Who's your favorite musician in the San Francisco area? Favorite American musician? I guess that's easy. Chris Isaak. Chris Isaak. Real
Chris Isaak. Favorite musician? Well, my favorite musician is, let me think. I think Nat King Cole.
Pretty close. Who's favorite after Linda Ronstadt?
Well, I think Frank Sinatra. I like his songs real good.
After Robin Williams and Tony Bennett.
I can't think of one.
All right, thanks a
Blank.
lot. Thanks a lot.
Sorry.
Cut that one, cut.
Okay, who's your favorite singer who's like on VH1? A guy who wears like black shirts a lot of times. German ancestry. 5-letter name, singer.
Maybe you?
There you go. How about your favorite musician from San Francisco?
I've always liked Chris Isaak.
Who is your most favorite American musician?
Oh, I'd say Chris Isaak. He's a dreamboat.
Hi, can I get a receipt? Say while you're at it, who's your favorite band in San Francisco?
Probably my most favorite musician in the whole world would be Chris Isaak.
Hey, what's your favorite band in San Francisco? Your favorite band? Have you ever made love with a full-grown naked woman?
And Mom, the whole time the whole thing was going on, all I could see was headlines flashing above my head. Isaak topples, Prince new king. It could be the end, Mom. Is that summer job at Burger King still open?